and welcome to your Thursday morning coffee break. Cheers.
Starring
Ashley Gatlin, Realtor Extraordinaire.
and Sean Morrissey, your friendly neighborhood loan officer.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Yes, and we have a new addition joining us today.
We do. My little human is now outside of me and on me, so he will be hanging out with us for the episode today.
I love it. Well, as we are, making our December video for everyone, we know that home ownership or even purchasing another home if you're already a homeowner might be a goal for people in 2023.
Right. So we just want to talk to you guys a little bit about planning and preparing for those goals. We talk a lot about reaching out early and often. We both probably have clients right now looking into the summer and the fall. They're actually contacting us now. They're trying to expose any skeletons in the closet. And so we just want to reiterate that and also give you guys some tools that may have worked in 2022 that have now shifted in 2023. And so just giving you a little insight on how to plan and prepare for that.
Exactly. So a couple things on my side with buyers that worked really well in 2022 is that Guaranteed Rate has a program specific to new build homes where we can lock for up to a full year. A lot of lenders don't do those lengthy extended locks, but the folks that did them, maybe they went under contract at the end of 2021 in the fall. They chose to lock in. It was a year build. And with the rising trend of interest rates,
this is huge.
It's huge.
This is huge.
So that steady rise of rates. I mean, we literally had folks who were 3 and 3.5% better 12 months later because they chose to lock in.
And the interest rate, just for the record, would have been double if they say I have clients that are closing in December. They just locked. The interest rate was literally double what it would have been earlier in the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
it's just a really important reason to reach out early. Again, it's why we preach it, but circumstantially, we have programs that benefit people and fit your timeline. So that was just probably the largest payout because when you lock, and we can lock less than that. We can lock 210, we can lock 180 days, so we make it to fit your needs, but it's definitely something that we saw massive payoff on just for how interest rates trended.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what are buyers taking advantage, or what can buyers take advantage of now, ending 22, going into 23?
Yeah, so obviously we are very hopeful that interest rates are going to be plateauing soon, and even more hopeful that then they'll come down as well. There's been a lot of talks about, buying in 2022 and refinancing in the future, and no one has a crystal ball, but of course, we follow the markets, we follow, Fed advice and announcements and things like that, and we try to at least stay ahead and plan with our clients as much as possible. So going from 2022, where it was just that steady increase, to now what we're going to be seeing in 2023 is some plateaus there. We're not necessarily locking people in on these new builds with that same strategy. It's not going to have the same payoff. Instead, with the market shift, and I know you from listing sides are seeing seller credit becoming involved. We're getting that on the majority of our contracts now as well for buyers. So we're utilizing that in different ways. And that just depends on what you as the buyer care about. If you care about monthly cash flow, we have a 2-1 buy down program. I mean, we also have a 3-2-1 and a 1-1 and all sorts of things and renditions of it. But what it does on the 2-1 buy down is that whatever your interest rate is on the loan, it's 2% lower for the first 12 months of payments, 1% lower than the original rate for the second 12. So if you were to lock a 5.5%, you'd have a 3.5% for 12 months, then a 4.5% for the next 12 months, and then back to the 5.5 for the rest.
Where you could theoretically refi.
Potentially, absolutely. Yeah, so that's where, if that's part of the plan, it's a huge payout.
Gives you some time.
If you are maybe military and only living here 2 years, it's a huge payout. You're focusing on the monthly cash flow. Other people might use it in a different way. They might apply it to title fees and closing costs and other things like that, or they might buy down the rate permanently for all 30 years instead of one of these unique programs. But the big takeaway, of course, is that based on what you want as the consumer and based on what's fitting your family needs, we have a product for you. So let's talk about it. Reach out and let's help build that plan so you know what to expect throughout the year.
Right.
So obviously, as a lender, I'm focused on buyers.
Yes.
What are you seeing on the selling side? Because this is a shift for your sellers as well.
Right. So I think at this point, we, in 2022 and 21, we were just in a market where anything hit the market and it sold right away.
Fire, yeah.
Now, and real estate agents were coming in like crazy. Now we're getting to a point where we're having to work a little bit harder for those sales. So that's where we get back to our basics. We get back to the promotion of the product. there's not going to be as many homes on the market, and so we just want to make sure as the real estate agent that you have the best home on your street, and that's where obviously my job comes in. So you have your P's, you've got your product, your promotion, and your price. Educating you on a price that's going to sell. If things are priced assertively, so not astronomically high, they're still selling to this day. So educating on what the price point should be, and then basic promotion of that home. So cleaning your windows, getting the carpet clean, doing some fresh paint if you need to. These are the things that it's my job to help set you guys up for success so that your home does sell. And then of course you can always talk about when you want to put it on the market. Do you put it on the market now? Do you put it on the market in the spring? It's going to be a personal preference, but it all gets back to educating yourself, preparing yourself so that you guys can make, and I can help, and Sean can help make the wisest decision for you and your family.
Yeah.
As always, we ask you to please reach out early and often. We're just here to answer questions.
Exactly.
We appreciate you tuning in and listening to us.
Of course.
And we have now, this is our 12th video of the year, so it was a huge goal for us to complete one video a month for the year of 2022, and we did it.
We did it.
Yes.
So hopefully that you guys have found this series educational. We have found it fun, so we're going to keep it rolling. But as always, you can find us on YouTube. You can ask us, questions and comments, or reach back in Facebook Messenger, or whatever the case is. But we just want to connect, help support the community with what your goals are, and educate where we can.
Thank you guys so much.
So have a
Happy
great Thursday,
New Year.
and have a happy New Year.
And Merry Christmas.
Cheers.